And welcome back. Today I have two incredible fans that are just crazy. If you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I always try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. And this, I have to say, I've played with neck fans before. I have yet to play with something like this. I've seen them before, but I want to show you guys something new. Now, if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Always try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest. I'm going to leave links for these two in the description below. That way you guys can get hooked up with something really, really nice. Now, this one is a little bit more expensive, while this one is a little bit cheaper. And I got to tell you guys, the difference on the two are big. So the first thing is, I'm going to show you guys here the more expensive one and show you guys why it's a little bit more expensive. So on the bottom here, I already have it clipped on. You turn this over, you open it, and that's where your water will go through. Now right now I don't have any water put in, so let me get some water real quick and fill this up. Now the thing with this one is you don't need too much water. The compartment is pretty small. It's very, very tiny. So just put a little bit of water and it's fine. You're gonna have USB-C. I believe this thing has like 5 modes, and I have to say it's really good. So here is that power button. So when you turn on the power button, you're gonna get a screen there. So it's a little bit hard to see, but there's the screen. It tells you P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5. That will tell you, and then the last one is just off. That pretty much tells you what the levels are, so 1 through 5. The other thing too is if you do hold that power button, it will turn it off. Now, if you click on it once, it tells you right there 13%, it shows you the water level, and then it kind of disappears. That little hole right here at the bottom, that is where the air comes through. Now, holding it like this feels pretty good. I'm gonna point it right to the microphone, that way you guys could hear it. So it's definitely pushing. Now I'm just gonna be a little bit quiet. Right now this is level 1, and I'm gonna go to 5 and then off. So let's go ahead and check this out. So yeah, it works very, very well. Now that button down here at the bottom, this is going to be for the mist. Now when you do turn it on, if you just push it once, or if I should say if you just hold it, it will start pushing that water straight through. So right now I could feel it, and you guys could see the mist. Now it wasn't working at first because this part right here I've been using it a couple times, and it does get a little bit, well, you know, the water, you got to make sure you clean it off. So yeah, you can see I'm getting a little bit wet. You could definitely see the mist coming through, and it does work pretty good. You can definitely see how the mist is. So I gotta say, when I don't have the mist, it feels fine with the cool air, and when I hit the mist, it gives it that extra coolness. So it's pretty good. I gotta say, I actually really like this one a lot. Now if you do double tap that mist button right there, it's just gonna automatically spray. So yeah, check that out. It works very, very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off now. Now, anytime I ever use this thing, it feels really nice when you're outside and it's really hot, just to get a little bit of air. Now, if you don't want the fan on, but you do want to use the mister, you definitely can just turn that on, and then as you can see, it works without the fan. Right now it just says 12% on the battery life, so very, very good. Okay, now this one, the only downside is I do have to hold it. The other one, however, it does have little straps here on the side that you could connect to, and then you could just hang it on and then bend it so it stays on your chest, and then it just blows. Now I'm not gonna set that whole thing up, but I already have water in this thing, as you guys can see. I already got some water in there. You just take the tap off and then put it on. The only thing I do have to say is about that tap, it is a little bit harder to get. Now, what is the difference on this one? You do have 3 buttons right here. So the first one is the top part gets cold. So this will turn on that cold spot up there. That's just the power, and then that's the mist. So let me go ahead and turn this on. You gotta hold it. So this is level 1. So I'll go through the whole steps again. Level 1. So, okay, so after level 6, it goes right back down to 1, doesn't shut off. So it does have an extra level, gives you an extra, I guess, more RPMs. But the cool thing is when you do turn on the mister, I'll show you guys there, you see the mister, and you could see it kind of coming out. While the other one, the mister is right in the middle, so it kind of blows it directly. But even right here, I don't really feel it too much. So I wish it was just a little bit stronger, but for me, I don't feel wet at all. Now, when I do have it off, I feel the normal air. When I turn on the mist, I feel it maybe just a tad bit cooler, but this is where I really feel the difference. That frost button right up here at the top, this guy, when I turn that on, this will begin in the center to get really, really cold. Now, I'm not getting air, I'm not getting any extra water, I'm not getting any water or nothing like that. It's just that center compartment begins to get cooler, and now the air that's coming at me feels much cooler. So as you can see there is that little square now that it's getting cold. If I do move my finger, you can see the condensations coming off. But I could definitely feel the coolness. Now, when I do have it on a higher level, and I do turn on that mist with the I guess the small little frost section, I could definitely feel a difference. Now, between the two of these, that's going to be the biggest question. Between the two, what is the major difference between the two? Oh, and the other thing too is you could use this almost like a cold iron around your face, which feels pretty nice. But if you have it here, if you have it bent over and you have it right up against your chest, then you're gonna be able to feel it hands-free. So difference, this one you can go hands-free, this one you can't. This one has a much better mister, while this one has a frost, and this one doesn't have a frost. So mister is better on this one has a frost where this one doesn't. I feel this one is a little bit stronger, even though this one has a level 6. I feel this one's a little bit stronger. And the water reservoir, I want to say this one might be just slightly more than the other one, but I probably don't need to use the water because that frost thing works very, very nice. So it really depends. If you are outside and it's hot and humid, sometimes with a little bit of cold water, this thing will be amazing. If you just want to dry off, maybe with the dryer heat, this one could be very, very nice. So it really depends on your use case scenario. For me, I used this one like crazy. When I was around walking in Shanghai and Beijing, this was a great one to use. Right now that I'm in Shenzhen, I'm using this one a little bit just to test it out, but I do like this one a lot. So for me, hands-free, this is great. I can just stick it on. I'm going to be traveling with this one while I am in Africa. This one, I'm probably going to leave it at home, so that way when it's a little bit more humid, I can just walk around and go like this. I'm totally fine. The hands-free, just because I'm traveling and always on the go, this one's going to be pretty nice. So it really depends on use case scenario. Both are great. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Which one would you get between this one and this one? Hope you guys are doing well. I will leave links in the description below. That way you guys can get set up with something pretty nice. You guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.